You worst, I destroy. Goliath, kill. Oh, fun. I got the cursed key. Great, so go ahead and curse this one too, okay? Better safe than sorry. Alright. Yeah, I'm not listening to that. Hey, what's going on, guys? IntrepidJoe here with another Shadows Over Loathing video. We're hopping right back in with the key and everything, but I hope you enjoy. Oh, wait. Check the message pad next to the phone. There's a note for you. Call Don T with the phone number. Call him on back. Dial the number. Don Toblerone speaking. Don, that was unusually concise. Are you feeling okay? The boss is mad about our telephone bill. I have been encouraged to keep this brief. I see. Well, what's the job? Greasy Steve will have details for you. Okay. Okay. What date would you like to look at the archives for? You find something interesting, you gain 5 XP. To commemorate Editor-in-Chief Grover Burgess's birthday, the August 5th, 1900 edition of the paper is printed entirely on meat. That's awfully generous of him and explains a fair amount about how this place went out of business. You pluck it out of the archives, you gain 100 meat. You're really starting to enjoy doing this kind of research. You got a new perk, News Hound. You gain extra XP for learning new things about from the newspaper archive. Pluck. Glad I did that one first then. Find something interesting. You gain 10 XP. Frisco frights. This morning at 5:12 Pacific Standard Time, the city of Frisco is rocked by a massive earthquake. Magnitude of which science has not yet agreed upon a method of measuring. Initial death toll is estimated to as many as 500. The number will certainly increase due to the fires currently raging across the city. There have also been strange scattered reports from witnesses who claim to have observed unusual phenomena such as beams of black light, subsonic laughter, and soul-rending nightmares. Though our editors wish to point out that Frisconians are known for their fondness of psychedelic intoxicants. Well, that's ominous. Gain 10 XP. The top story from that date is the Ocean City comptrollers passing of an overly complicated sidewalk right-of-way policy that outlawed street-side newspaper vending machines and limited the maximum allowed width of newsstands to 4 feet. The story continues to say that watchful eye management raised concerns about loss of revenue, and the comptroller made a vague promise to divert city funds to make up for any future shortfall. Looks like it worked out great for everybody. This morning, a new sculpture was revealed in Goldwaith Park, donated by Ocean City Comptroller Margaret. Smudged. The sculpture, which consists of 5 jagged pointed rocks arranged in a rough circle on a small concrete plinth, has been variously described as avant-garde, thrillingly pointy, and fine, I guess. Wait, are you writing this down? Hi, Mom! By interested onlookers. Oh, okay then. What's the name of that one lady again? Is it Margaret? I don't think I need to do anything else in here. But it is nice I got some more perks and XP there. Ooh. Some hobo code on the sidewalk here. Translate it. Code reads sandwich, April 18th, 1858. Huh, what's all that about? 1858. Yep. Find something interesting. Flattened sandwich has been carefully concealed in the folder for that date, so that's what the code is all about. Pressed ham panini. I'm not exactly sure where this meat came from, but if pressed, you'd say a pig. Increase your physical armor by 3 until you eat something else. That's enough research for now. Key to the bank is fastened with 3 locks, though you've dealt with 1. If my math is correct, 2 locks remain. Use the key. Doors locks are modeled on the monstrous mugs of the Great Hound Cerberus, 3-headed guardian of the underworld's banking sector. Each of the 3 heads has a name. Phylax, Methapon, and Sneaky Pete, and a keyhole deep in its maw. Use the cursed key. There's some spooky stuff you're playing with, but if you're sure, open Phylax. Cursed key rides in your hand until it finds a shape that fits the lock. Canine lock sized with ecstasy. The sky is made darker and your day worse. 2 locks of Phylax and Methapon defang. The head of Sneaky Pete bends back its jaws and releases the lock with a yawn. Key of Sneaky Pete apparently was not to use a key. Works for me. All 3 heads are now unlocked. Open the door. Ooh. This miraculous little lamp has burned for 20 years and counting, keeping a single solitary vigil to the dying of the bank. Staying by the cash register, you fantasize about what it would be like to have a service job instead of doing whatever it is you do. I work at a gas station and restaurant. Oh, that's right. Open the cash register. Drawer is sealed shut and there's no obvious way to open it. There's nothing you can do with the cash register at all. In fact, other than banging on the numerical keys a toddler might. Hit some buttons. I feel like there's actually keys to open a register. Satisfying and smack the big keys, but no further effect is produced. Alright, leave it alone. Oh boy. I turned off the light fully. Alright, so after watching back on the footage, I decided to come back in here to actually open this because I kind of didn't realize that there was a prompt here. So we're going to force the drawer open with some muscle real quick. Alright, metal drawer comes loose with a firm pull from powerful horse hands, but your doing so triggers the bank alarm. Oh. That's what I was trying to do, definitely. Is it raining inside? Meat lines the drawers and uniform piles. Take it. You gain 19 meat. Nowhere in the banks are collapsing. This is all they've got in the till. Okay. What on earth happened? Okay. So apparently I triggered the alarm. Well, that's pretty much it. 19 meat. All that for that. So, there you go. I probably should uncurse this. I did what I wanted to do with it. Wait, what was that? Okay. Time for the uncursing. Thanks again for the rescue, Skankerdoodle. I'd have been. Jeez Louise, that is such bad English. Thanks again for the rescue, Skankerdoodle. I'd have been corned beef hash with a side of eggs if you hadn't showed up. Aw, it was nothing, Charles. I basically just followed your wrenches. Here's your wrenches back, by the way. Nice. Knew these babies would come in handy for something someday. Don't you use them for, like, wrenching? Well, the 7/8, yeah. 255 of 256ths? Not so much. Gotcha. Anything I can help you with? Charles seems preoccupied. He keeps checking his pockets and the drawers of his desk. Lose something? Yeah, I seem to have misplaced the chuck key to my drill. What's a chuck key? It's a little twisty thing for tightening the chuck on a drill. Any idea where you lost it? Can't have gotten too far. The core in this thing got stuck in the outlet. It's not long enough for me to drill anything that isn't in this neighborhood. Could help you look for it. Oh yeah, that'd be great. Like I said, it's gotta be nearby. Just wander around. I'm sure it'll turn up. There's a button on your map labeled Wander that will allow you to have a random encounter without going anywhere. You can also wander while looking at the map by pressing space. Try that now. Some amateur wit has penned a mild bon mot on the wall of a bathroom stall. You smile but do not laugh. Make the bon mot bon motier. Aha! Now that'll get the bathroom goers roaring. Gain 5 XP. Wander around. Gabby takes a piece of candy out of her purse and tosses it in her mouth, then holds out the purse to you. Want one? Sure, thanks. Spearmint taffy. Here's the damage your range stacks by 1. You know you're supposed to take the paper off first, right? What? Skin? That's where all the vitamins are. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll find it. Eventually. Sit in the chair, which is surprisingly comfortable, and pull the weird metal dome thing over your head. What would you like to uncurse today? Ooh, what? Remove your geese? Hey Jessica, does this thing get rid of geeses? Pearl of goose is just geese. Why do you have geese? No, geas, like a curse, kind of. Oh, well then sure, probably. Finger hovers over the uncursor's controls. Do it. Inside the contraption you feel a whoosh, a pop, and a little pain, not unlike having your ears pierced. And indeed, there's a spurt of pus that follows procedure. Although not from where you think it is. The geese is gone. You lost a perk, swamp geese. Good stuff. First key. Key jumps up to the roof of the dome and sticks there, shaking and keening. That's the sound keys make against the metal. The lights in the store whine, flicker, and then cut out completely. Dang it. Wait it out. Only when the power is out does the key calm down. Give up most odious part of itself to the machine and drop back down in your lap. Light returns to the store. Fixed it. But yeah, spare a light bulb wearing the cat. Got an item, uncursed key. Key's curse lingers in the machine. It is itself an arcane lock, to be solved only by a projection of consciousness. Do it. That's the first time I think I've accidentally messed with that. Oh boy, I think this is a murder on the Orient Express. I've assembled everyone just as you asked, Detective. The victim's wife and the two men who were present in the passenger car at the time. I confess, the truth of this murder continues to elude me, but no doubt you are soon to enlighten us with your great powers of deduction and observation. May I inspect the body again? No, that wouldn't be fair to the other passengers who haven't had a look yet. I see, but I will tell you again what I know. At 11:13 a.m., the professor dropped dead in his chair after sitting down with his wife for a cup of tea. At that time, Mrs. Ryokenshi and Mr. Andrati were the only other passengers present in this car. Mr. Perry returned later. The rest I leave to you to deduce, Detective. I need a moment. Nicola Andretti, a businessman, interrogate. Businessman Andretti adjusts his cufflinks. I told you, I've never even heard of this man. I know of Burgerworth College, of course, it's an excellent institution, but I didn't know he was a professor there. Now, come on, let's not delay our journey further. I'm traveling with 19 suitcases of exotic rubber to make new and exciting wheels of the factory. Detective mode. Observe closely, see what you can deduce. Exotic rubber, eh? No doubt from the jungles of Almondova, whose local brand of nicotine I smell in his car. Of course, the rubber plants of Almondova don't just yield material for bouncy tires, but an odorless poison, lethal when drunk in hot tea. But why would this man abet the murder of a stranger? I suspect the answer lies in the resume on the table, the name printed on it, Martin Perry. Leave. Ryokenshi, the victim's wife, interrogate. Widow Ryokenshi dabs her eyes with a handkerchief and embroidered with the words mourning rags and wipes. A moment's privacy, please, Detective. I had nothing to do with my husband's death and no reason to want him gone. He was a kind man, not a rich one. Everything he made he spent on the roulette tables. He owned over 700 of them. That's the largest collection in the world. We were traveling to Yorba Linda so the mayor could give my husband the key to the city. But that won't happen now. Detective mode. You deduce that you should make some observations. Sometimes the simplest answer is the correct one. She says she had no reason to wish her husband dead. The chemical stain in her cuticles and the fingerprints on the window above, which she opened to dispose of the murder weapon, tell the tale more truly. But the nose reveals even more. Observe the zigzag pattern on the medial cleft below the nostrils. It's called Petrie's philtrum, and its rare genetic condition she shares with Martin Perry, her son. Martin Perry, youth. Young man is absent-mindedly but methodically disassembling and reassembling a fountain pen. It's as I said, yes, the man was a professor of mine at Burgerworth College, and yes, he gave me a C and a D. But that's no reason to kill a man, wouldn't you agree? And besides, at the time of his death, I was in the lavatory, trying to figure out what all the bits and pieces do. Perfect alibi, wouldn't you agree? Detective mode. He's right, mere C and D are no reason to kill one's professor. But is that the whole story? Observe how the boy tinkers with the fountain pen in the train laboratory. He fancied himself a mechanic, but he wouldn't get a foot in the door if that profession of his C and D stood for car dunce. Nobody would be able to hire him, unless the professor who awarded these ignominious grades died. In that event, every grade he ever gave would be voided. This young man could take a plum job in car manufacture and start earning the big bucks. Leave. Tell me again what you know of this case. At 11:13 a.m., the professor dropped dead in his chair after sitting down with his wife for a cup of tea, blah 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 blah. and he's got the resume, so I think they were all in on it. Yeah, I think it's to allow him to make tires for Mr. Andrade. The victim was poisoned by Nicola Andrade with exotic poison from the Almodovar rubber tree to avoid Martin Perry's car dunce grade so he can make tires for Mr. Andrade. No, 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 idiota. I'd give that a D for donkey detective. Careful now, don't be a fool. You are gifted the great powers. Great powers of deduction and observation. Now, come on, use them. Poisoned. Yume. Exotic from the Aldover rubber tree. Young Martin Perry dreams of working on cars, and his fresh ideas excite Mr. Andrade, who runs a tire factory, but Master Perry's professor is effectively blacklisted him as a car dunce, unemployable. What to do? Kill the professor, of course, and avoid that odious grade. Here the plot becomes most wretched. Master Perry's mother, Yume Ryo-Kenshi, marries the professor and arranges for him to be present on the very same train as Master Perry and Mr. Andrade, who supplies an undetectable poison administered by Miss Ryo-Kenshi. Et voila, no more professor, no more car dunce, but there's one thing our three conspirators did not count on. Me. Pause for applause. I'm not ashamed. Any parent, sir, would do the same, as would any manager seeking new towns with interesting ideas about tires. If you call someone a car dunce, you brand them for life, and you're responsible for anything that happens next. How awful. The three of them, in it together? Tell you what, detective, at the next stop they can all get out and take the bus. Sick business. Quite so. A wonderful feeling. I think to be possessed of great gifts, great powers of deduction and observation, and to use them. Here's another, a gift, that is, called a reward. Mysterious owl ring. Gift from a trained coroner, in a dream or in something. Trained coroner, not conductor? Okay. Nice ring, isn't it? Look what rewards accrue to the powerful. Look how the world itself reveals itself at your touch. I must take my leave. Wait. Curse remains unresolved. Hold up a minute. Okay. I'm very intrigued right now about what is happening, but... the shield ring... Time to pick a fourth store. Right. First applicant is Truncheons and Bludgeons. This fellow's really excited about weaponry. Second is Advanced Pants. Doesn't say what they plan on selling, but I have to assume that's pants. Last applicant is Jardware's Hardware. I guess if your name is Jardware, your options for rhyming business names are pretty limited. Weapon store. Okay, I'll get moved in and get the next storefront ready for applicants. Thanks, Charles. Find a hook on one of the ceiling beams and hang up your new refrigerator. Cool. Dear Lord, my place is getting weirder and weirder. Gatorman Cola. The only reason this isn't the worst beverage you can imagine is that you can manage the same beverage except warm. Increase your maximum HP by 11 until you use another potion. Why am I tickling the little tentacle buddy? I'm gonna get some sleep. Wait. I'm not myself right now. Today is October 20th, 1902. Okay, I'll look that up in the thing. My diary. Write today's entry. This diary is property of Margaret. Age 9. All ours gotta keep out under penalty of law. Dear diary. Yesterday our dog Daisy died. Papa said it was bound to happen because she was older than me, which isn't old for a kid, but is really old for a dog. He said we'll need to get a new dog soon, but I was sad anyway. Some birthday. At school today, the teacher asked what we want to be when we grow up. I said I'll be God, because then I can make sure all the dogs live a long time and are always happy. Everyone laughed, and that jerk Billy Gribsley said a girl can't be God, so I said I'll be president instead, because that's nearly as good. He said a girl can't be president either. Well, I'll show him. I'm gonna make all kinds of laws about being nice to dogs, and I'll make being a jerk illegal too, so Billy Gribsley goes to jail. Can't eat nothing but bread and water forever. So there. Ocean City paperwork. Point Dexter, your insufferable bean counter. See what he wants this time. What is it, Terrence? Madam Comptroller, I merely need your signature on these budget revisions. With this, the remainder of our funds currently allocated to municipal services will be redirected to your shadow presidential campaign and your other projects. Sounds a bit obvious. Rest assured, I'm only sparing you the details, which you have made quite clear to me that you find tolerably boring. The transactions will be meticulously obscured through shell corporations, cut-off offshore accounts, and the like. Alright, good. You better not be skimming more of the top than I'm willing to ignore. Certainly not, Madam Comptroller. Sign the documents. It's time to record the announcement of your candidacy for Shadow President. One of your PR lackeys, carefully trained to be just unafraid of you enough to tell you what not to say in public. Alright, attention peons. Oh geez, don't call them peons, ma'am, and please try for a less totalitarian tone generally. Right. So, something like... folks? Too folksy, ma'am. This isn't Arkansas. Okay, how about... What's cooking, my pals? Wow. Much too casual. Nobody would buy it. I hate saying anyway. How about... My fellow citizens. Good evening. I'm Margaret. That's weird. The levels went all funny when you said your last name. Don't worry about it. Hereby announce my candidacy for Shadow President. Vote for me or else. No. Sorry, ma'am, no. Start out by explaining who you are. Most of them probably don't pay much attention in local politics. Alright. In my role as Ocean City's comptroller, I've made it my mission to make sure you all get exactly what you deserve. What? Well, look, I get it. Double talk is fun, but it makes you sound kind of sinister. You'd be better off just lying. That's fair. In my role as Ocean City's comptroller, I've made it my mission to rob you suckers blind for my own nefarious ends. Ma'am, are you funning with me? Yes. It feels good to tell the truth once in a while. Won't get you elected, though. I suppose not. In my role as Ocean City's comptroller, I've made it my mission to eliminate waste and graft the city's finances. And I am proud to say that I've been completely successful. Through my program of shutting down needlessly wasteful civic programs, thereby ensuring none of you have the time or energy to protest my actions. They probably don't want to hear that, ma'am. I suppose not. Also, it's more of a convenient side effect of your policies rather than their basic purpose. Oh, that's a good point. Okay. Thereby reserving your valuable taxpayer meat for the things that actually matter. Things like Mom, baseball, and apple pie. That's pretty good, but if it isn't a cliche yet, it will be soon. Okay, how about family, prosperity, and freedom? Perfectly meaningless, love it. Okay, then just call to top it all off and we're done. Vote for me and I'll pay you 100 meat. Super legal, ma'am. Nuts. Vote for me as a vote for you. Oh, that's great. Just perfect. Good, is that all? Yeah, we'll add all the legal list meshes, blah blah blah, campaign for Shadow President stuff and post. Great, I'm out of here. Time travel makes my guts itch. This guy is a yokel even by the standards of his time. Time to grease the wheels. Yeah, Burby, I presume. Yes. Who are you? I'm here to speak to you about the Crystal Dream Valley Dam project. I want you to make the dam bigger, much bigger, and much more powerful. Here are some revised plans. Dam this large would flood the valley and displace hundreds of people. Besides, the dam as planned will provide a perfectly adequate amount of power. Why would we need to make it bigger? How about a handshake agreement? What? I don't even know who you are. You want me to agree to this on the basis of a handshake? Specifically, I'm offering you the chance to shake hands with the handler of this large briefcase filled with meat. Oh, well now, yes, I think this new plan is quite viable. Good. This desk was carved from a single blot of tedium, the raw, elemental form of boring work. There's sheep in your office. What the hell? Turns out that a lot of President's time is spent on ceremonial bill crap that nobody actually cares about. Case in point, pardoning the Thanksgiving turkey. None of your aides know what a turkey looks like, apparently. Bah. Fine the damn thing anyway. Your desk covered policy documents, both benevolent and malign. There's a note here about going back in time, making the crystal dream damn bigger. Gotta get on that eventually. A ridiculous court wizard isn't taking the situation seriously. Make it clear to her what is required. Give me a progress report on the SIT thing. Have you taken care of the problem yet? Oh, it's so dreary and unfestive there. All that math and science. It isn't holly or jolly. Screw your damn theme. Your entire job is dealing with magical issues. I won't have that do-gooding interloper messing around the library. There's too much at stake. Get it dealt with, or I'm giving Crimbo's federal holiday status to the frickin' Ground Hog. You wouldn't. Go, get out of my office. Some dumb jock kid you have to give a presidential fitness award to. Get it over with. Hey kid, how's it going? Hi? Brilliant. Alright, by the power invested in me as the shower president, here's a reward for being able to climb a rope faster than most other kids, which is definitely important and this is a great use of time. Thanks. Do I give a speech? Whatever, I'm out of here. This miserable beast, deal with him. President Strong, make rich. Yes, I know, and yes, you don't have to remind me of the terms of our two-word agreement. You're keeping your people mean and hungry? Yes, warriors mean, warriors hungry, good fighters. That's right. You're my ace in the hole, this stinking mud hole. If I need to use force, so you'd better stay on top of things if you want your make rich. Keep everyone worshipping at the Gaeta shrine too, but for God's sake, don't mess with the stuff in the basement. If you screw anything up down there, I will turn you into wallets. Get me? I get it. Good. Yeah, she's getting more and more mad scientist vibes going there. Duty calls again. Get it over with. More damn paperwork. How come nobody told me being president is all paperwork and talking idiots? Sorry, man, but the unwashed masses gotta be kept in line while we amass power. Yeah, fine. I hereby sign this order declaring July 12th National Bread and Circuses Day. All citizens get a complimentary dinner roll and a free turn on the nearest suitable trapeze. Ma'am, I ain't sure that— Who cares? Let Coolidge deal with it. What's he even for anyway? This is all beneath me. Storm out. Hellstrom, what does he want? Find out. Alright, Hellstrom, let's hear your report. Everything's fine and dandy, ma'am. I don't rightly understand what this shadow energy stuff is exactly, or why you want so golden much of it. But the converters are spraying out of it slicker and greased mice out of a Gatling gun, with plenty of slag left over pressing into those weird monsters you like. What did he just say? Okay. Finally, some good news. So you'll meet the project deadline? Yep, though we'll need to expand the oil drilling operation some more. Need you to sign this permit so we can expand in lots 210 out of 240. Sure, whatever. Wait, 210 out of 240? Not a problem. My family's farm is 223. Well, ma'am, if you're wanting your weird black juice, we gotta do the regular black juice out of the ground first. Alright, fine. Sorry, Grandpa. Sign it. Enough of this. Step through. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm saying bear hugs to every one of you. And until the next video, take care.
Fly so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the